movie review, Blade Runner 2049. Well, where do I start with this? Let's have some of the details first. It's directed by Denis Villeneuve, and the stars Ryan Gosling, who plays Kay, LA police officer, who's not a real person. He's an android, and he is regarded as one of the post-human looking androids. Harrison Ford, of course, plays Deckard. He was in the original Blade Runner movie back in 1982. That one, of course, was directed by Ridley Scott, and he, of course, was a police officer. Robin Wright is Gosling's boss, Lieutenant Josie. Ana de Armas is Gosling's girlfriend. Joy, of course, she's an android as well. We call them replicants in the movie, not androids. And Jared Leto plays Neander Wallace, and he is now the head of the corporation that's basically in charge of order and is in control of the manufacture and destruction of the robots as such. So that's your cast. There are a few others. The setting is Los Angeles 30 years on from the first film's 2019 setting, and the corporation that manufactured the replicants has been bought out by an agribusiness empire, and Wallace, Jared Leto, owns that. He's a pretty ugly brute, really, but he has a great ability to destroy regardless. Ryan Gosling, as I said, plays Officer K. He's regarded as a limited lifespan replicant, and his task is to track down and destroy first generation model replicants who can live as long as humans and are viewed as a threat to human existence. There are many of them still hiding out, and this, of course, was Deckard's role in the first movie. Anyway, that's loosely the plot. At the same time as he's trying to track these folk down, he also come across something very interesting, which becomes the focus of his role within the movie, and this also becomes vitally important for Wallace. And Wallace actually puts his assistant Love, played by Sylvia Hoeks, and her task is also to try and track down this unusual existence. I won't describe any more about that because it will spoil the plot. As for the movie, well, I must admit I saw it on a very small laptop, and it probably didn't do it justice. It suggested to me that it would be perfect in a huge cinema. Why? Well, its craziness is quite evident, but it's also touches on the whole notion of human existence and where we're likely to be in the future. It carries a sort of realism that's quite frightening for us in this time. And although clearly it's a future world, we have many images within the film that remind us of the here and now. There's a cityscape montage of signs in different languages in LA, Russian, Japanese, Korean. and some ghostly VR advertising avatars, and it creates an atmosphere very Kubrick-like, and also nods to the other tremendous directors that brought science fiction classics to our screens. The setting is very desolate, apocalyptic, and it suggests that human life as we know it has decayed beyond repair, although there are gadgets and technology that are amazingly put together. Anyway, the music is fantastic by Hans Zimmer, creates an atmosphere quite unique. Roger Deakins is the cinematographer, and the scenes that are created are quite magnificent. There's this scene where Ryan Gosling is imagining a sort of relationship bonding with his girlfriend, where the two faces become superimposed, indicating that they're being joined mentally and psychologically to maximize the feeling of genuine care for each other, even though they are both acutely aware that they are not human. So, this is my first review on this movie. I will be reviewing it again when I've had another look at it, because there was far too much to take in this film. I think Ryan Gosling is absolutely superb, and his boss, played by Robin Wright, is equally brilliant in that she suggests a set of strength that reminded me a little bit of the Hunger Games. Okay, I desperately would suggest to you all to watch this movie. I'm sure it will have a tremendous impact on your psyche and make you think about the future and how it might impact on yourselves.